Hi, today I'll be making kapia. It's a very popular dish. It's very simple to make and it tastes very good. So these are the ingredients that you'll need to make this soup. You'll need this tropical starch flour, rice flour, a whole chicken that I cut into pieces, cilantros, green onions, and this yellow onion right here, and also lime and Thai chili peppers. So let's get started on the broth. So this is the pressure cooker that I'll be using to make this soup. In this pot I have the whole chicken that I cut into pieces, and I'll be adding in the onions. I just need to close this up. Make sure this is sealed. Start this and then add pressure. The time will be high, and I'll set this to 30 minutes and press start. So the chicken broth seems ready. All we need to do is open this up slowly. Oh wow, this looks really good. And we just need to take the chicken out, shred the chicken, and then put the noodles and everything together. So this step is just to shred the chicken and make sure all the chicken are shredded. And it should be very easy to shred the chicken. Just do this. And then once the chicken is shredded, we'll add this to the broth. And just remove all the bones before you add the chicken to the broth. She looks really good. Okay, so for this step, I'll be making the rice tapioca noodles. And what I would do is I would add 1 bag of the tapioca starch and also half a bag of rice flour. And I just mix it until it's fully mixed. So I just added the 2 cups of water, and now I'm mixing the dough with my hand. And just be careful because the hot water, it might burn you. So after mixing the dough for 5 minutes, the dough should look something like this. And then if it's not sticking together as much, just add in a little bit more hot water. So my dough is not sticking, so I'm just gonna add in a half a cup of additional water to this dough. So I mixed the dough for another 5 minutes, and it should look like this. So this is how you want your dough to be like. And then I just need to roll it out and cut the dough. So that'll be the next step. So to begin with the dough, we just need to dust the cutting board and grab a piece of dough from the mixture, and then you just need to mix it pretty well and then make that into a ball before you roll it out and cut it into small pieces. So for this step, you just add flour to the dough and then roll it out like this. Make sure the dough is even on all sides. And then you fold the dough into 4 pieces, and then you just cut it. So this should be the dough for your soup. So this is the chicken broth from the pressure cooker, and I just move it into a bigger pot. And what I would do is I would add in the shredded chicken back into this chicken broth and just mix that around. So once the chicken has been added to that, all you need to go through is add in the pieces of noodles that I cut earlier, and just add that to the broth. Slowly, make sure you don't burn yourself, and mix it around. For this step, you just had to let the noodles cook with the chicken broth, and then you just add in about 2 tablespoons of salt into the dish, and just mix that around and let it set for 10 minutes, and it should be ready. So now I just need to assemble my bowl. I'm just gonna add in the chicken broth with the soup. It looks so good. And then add in some cilantros, green onions, some red Thai chili peppers, and lemon. Squirt this in. And then after that, just add in some Thai peppers and some fish sauce. And this soup should be ready to eat. It's a very delicious soup.